But there is a caveat in there.
Right.
The caveat is the Quran is the Arabic one. This what they should say. They shouldn't say it's not the Quran.
Yes,
they
that's what
should
they're
say
saying.
it's the meaning of the Quran.
Yes.
Or the Quran to its nearest meaning.
Yes.
That's what they should
Yes.
explain it. But saying this is not the Quran, no, they shouldn't say that.
They should, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Now, for me, when I read the Quran, and if there is a verse in the Quran that I cannot gravitate to,
Yes.
as yet, because I believe in the Quran.
Yeah.
But when I read it, there are many verses in the Quran that I did not gravitate to in the first.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why.
No, if I say to a Muslim brother, oh, I don't believe this, I don't think this is true, you know what he said to me? He said to me, oh, I'm not a Muslim. So I said to him, say, who is a Muslim?
Yeah.
Who is a Muslim? I want to submit their will to Almighty God.
Yeah, yeah,
And
you're
I
absolutely
believe
right.
in the Prophet.
Look,
so if I, sorry, brother.
Yeah,
So
okay.
if I do not gravitate a verse,
it doesn't mean that you're not Muslim. It doesn't mean that you're not Muslim.
so I didn't know. As a man think it, I'm not saying they are not. You know. So for me, you know, I'm people of the book. I'm original Ben of Israel. So I'm saying is, as a man think it, so is them. What you're thinking, maybe you are not. Because if you're a true Muslim, you should not look at me and tell me that I am not.
Absolutely.
You know, and I'm
It's like I remember once we discussed the issue, or we discussed something, and I explained it to you how it was.
Yes.
Because sometimes you read, but because like someone who reads the commentaries on the Quran and that, I'm more able to explain it to you,
Right.
to give you like projects it to you from all different meanings. Because sometimes we read a verse, but you know that verse has got so many commentaries on it.
Yeah. You know what some people say to me? There will always a meaning. To every verse in the Quran. Just that you don't understand it yet. So sometimes when I take time and I read it, and you know, then me get it.
I know.
Ask somebody, they tell me a different meaning. So I ask the next Muslim, they tell me a
Remember, we
different meaning.
agreed. You come and ask me, and inshallah I will help you.
Different meaning. So I wanna ask you a question now. What the next Muslim tell me of a verse in the Quran that I cannot gravitate to, about the killing of the Christian and Jews.
Yeah.
I cannot gravitate to that verse. And he said to me that verse, it was then from the ancient of days where they were fighting. That verse is not known. So when the Quran says go kill the Christian and Jews, it's because some form of treaty or some form of
chapter 9 you're talking about. You're talking about chapter 9.
Yeah.
Chapter 9.
So explain that to me, because
there was a treaty,
right,
between the Jews and the Muslims.
right,
So the Jews they went from behind the Muslims and did a treaty with the pagan Arabs.
right, right,
And both of them came to attack the Muslims in Medina. The other from the back, and the polytheist from the front,
Right.
and the Jews from the back. Because Medina behind, there were castles of the Jews behind it.
okay,
So when Allah Jalla wa Ala defeated the polytheist, He told the Prophet, don't put your weapons yet and go and fight the Jews. The reason being for that, because they broke the covenant that He had with them.
okay. You know, the reason why I heard you say something about me, but I hope it's not what you. I hope you're not talking to me. I'm talking about me. Say, are you talking to a Christian brother? It's not me. Oh, good. You know why?
Take it back.
What you say a while ago?
Take it back.
I don't think about nothing. I don't think about nothing. You know why? refer to what we were saying a while ago. Let me refer about the killing. I heard many Muslim and Christian arguing about this verse. For me, you know why I said? I laugh at them. You know why? Because you have to take the beam out of your eyes before you see the beam into somebody else's eyes. Why I say that? Because you just said that Allah said go on these people because they make someone. You understand? It's the same thing when the children of Israel came out of Egypt 400 years and they were traveling to the promised land. And the Amalekites attacked them when they were weak. So what Allah said, go and kill all the Amalekites, them, wipe them out.
Yeah.
Because what happened, they make the children of Israel, they attack the children of Israel and teach them to commit Baal. So this is why Allah said, go and kill all of them.
Yeah, because they
worship
Baal. Worship Baal.
Yeah. So Muslims say, oh, why did God say that? Is a reason why God say that. Just as how you just said a while ago, is a reason why Allah send
and you know, in Quran we have got a reason of
everyone
revelation.
can understand that.
Yeah, it's easy to. But you know, in the Quran we have got what we call reason of revelation,
right?
That because Quran, as you know, it's progressive revelation. So sometimes things happen, and Allah Jalla wa Ala revealed Quran regarding that incident that happened. So we call that so sometimes.
Correct.
So it doesn't mean sometimes that verse is just for that time. It can be for other times if the same incident reoccurs. But the same incident is not reoccurring. No, if it's not.
But there are some people that is doing things that was doing from before, and the same reason are not occurred. And because they're doing these things, gave Islam a bad name.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Islam a bad name.
But I say it's like...
And this is what I see in this world, that some Muslims, they are the one who gave in Islam a bad name.
Yeah, and I agree with you.
And what they do, they turn away people.
The lack of ISIS, the lack of the of Al-Qaeda, and the lack of all of that.
Because these things was practiced from ancient of days. But these things is not happening now.
No one.
So if these things occur now, then it's okay. Best up.
Thank you.
One love.
All right.
Respect.
Take care.
Ibn Hazim, it's been a long time. I'm glad you're here. Quick question. Where is Sheikh Mohammed? Because he used to be here with his nice black beard and everything, but then now suddenly you're here. Oh wait, don't Ibn Hazim.
You're talking to someone older than you. Show some respect. Show some respect.
Respect is reciprocal. Hold on. All right, fine.
I know he's a...
Okay, I'll get you later. Sheikh, where
I have.
is Sheikh Mohammed?
Barakallah.
He's suddenly gone. From my understanding, word on the street is that Ali Dawah and Muhammad Hijab have now abandoned Sheikh Mohammed because Sheikh Mohammed attempted to mediate between Muhammad Hijab and his second wife. But as a result, Muhammad Hijab then took some information that only they know and went to Aira and reported him. And as a result, he has his as well as
It's okay.
are these things true? And if they are, what do we do as Muslims to get justice for Muhammad? Anything? No? Suraj, where is Muhammad? Maybe you know. Suraj, where